Hi there, and welcome to our live broadcast, HR from Home, Managing Absence. In today's presentation, we'll be covering how to manage all kinds of absence, from holiday to sick leave, as well as how to track staff who are working from home and furloughed employees. To start with, I'd just like to introduce myself. I'm Harriet Bosher, and I'm the Marketing Manager at Appogee HR. My colleague today.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. I'm the Business Operations Manager at Appogee HR.
So for those of you who might not be familiar with Appogee HR, we're an HR software company providing a range of cloud-based solutions to support people management for SMEs. We've currently got over 800 happy customers in over 50 countries and just over a decade of experience in helping to manage absence for employees and managers throughout their employee journey, as well as freeing businesses from the burden of HR paperwork. I'd like to take this opportunity just to thank you for joining us today and provide you with a quick overview of what we'll be covering in this session. So firstly, why you need to make sure that you're tracking and recording staff absence. Then we'll move on to why using cloud-based software for absence management really is key to successfully managing employee absence when working from home. We will then go into some of the specifics of one of our products, Appogee Leave, which is a fully secure absence management solution which integrates with remote working tools such as G Suite and Microsoft 365. I'll then move on to talk a little bit about our other solutions and the best way you can find one to suit you. Then finally, we'll go into our Q&A. There should be a chat box at the side of your screen where you can type in any questions you have, and there's a member of our team on hand to respond. Alternatively, I will leave our contact details up too, so if you prefer to get in touch with us directly, you can do for anything specific. So kicking off, I just wanted to go through some details about why tracking absence is so important, especially during times where you may have remote workers. So one of the first and most important reasons why you need to track different kinds of absence is to ensure that you have team cover. This is particularly important for any sales or customer service team members to make sure you can still communicate effectively with prospects and customers. By keeping track of absences, you can always make sure there's someone there to answer the phone or keep on top of email communication. Secondly, by effectively tracking absence, you may be able to reduce the number of staff members having to ask for leave, what they have left or what their carryover is, leaving your team managers or HR departments to basically get on with their work. Now, I have to add that this will only be effective if you have all the solutions you need to automatically calculate leave and what holiday they carry over into your next business year. And this is taking into account all of the different hours individuals may be working within your organisation. So thirdly, employee wellbeing also plays a part in being able to track absence. What I mean by this is tracking who's off sick and why could play a part in identifying any potential mental health issues or stress that your employees may be needing frequent time off for. So this will allow you to take appropriate action internally, should you need to get to the bottom of why a staff member needs time off and if you can help. With regards to sickness, if you're concerned an employee might be contagious, this is also something you could track within your chosen system to mitigate other employees needing time off. Finally, you need to be able to track which members of staff are off work for audit purposes. So if you've got members of staff on furlough at the moment or working from home, you may wish to keep a record of this just so you can export any data you've tracked to create your own reports. It's also good to track other types of absence, such as jury service, just so you've got a clear understanding of where your employees are and if it's possible for them to check emails or take any phone calls. There are many ways that you can go about tracking absence internally. However, it's important, particularly during periods of remote working, to make sure you're using HR tech for leave management. So, for example, a software solution. Here are some of the key benefits of using software for absence management. So you can reduce paperwork as a first point. When your employees are working from home, keeping paper forms for requesting holiday just isn't going to work. By replacing this with cloud-based HR software, you can ask your employees to request any type of leave in-app, meaning your paper trail is now virtual and therefore can't be misplaced and will always be accurate. So you're also negating the need for complex spreadsheets. Using spreadsheets is pretty common within organisations. However, spreadsheets can be inaccurate as they're easily edited. If you also just use the one spreadsheet for either your whole company or even smaller teams, individuals can often be left frustrated if someone else is in the spreadsheet when they're trying to book leave. This could cause some staff to simply email requests, meaning you're not accurately keeping track of annual leave. Another benefit is that you can use automation to calculate leave allowances and carryover. This is much more accurate than using spreadsheets, as using spreadsheets to calculate carryover or even part-time workers' holidays could be inaccurate as it relies on formulas being worked out by individual members of staff. So approval workflows are another key benefit of absence management software. By allowing your employees to request leave and managers to approve it via an automated workflow, there's clear transparency on who is off within teams and what cover needs to be put in place to ensure minimal disruption. So to follow on from the above point, team members can all be in the loop if you use software. By creating team calendars, all members will be able to see who's off and for what reason. So there's no need for anyone to wonder where their teammate is. As I've already mentioned, the information in software is more likely to be accurate. This can also help you in terms of reporting. So by using dashboards in-app or exporting data to use to create reports, you can rest assured that what you're reporting on is 100% accurate. And finally, HR software is accessible from anywhere. So obviously this is particularly important during periods where you've got staff working from home or off sick, and allows employees to enter where they are and why they're not in the office from their home device. So moving on to one of our solutions which fully supports absence management, Appogee Leave. So we believe our software can fully support your requirements to manage employee absence. And in a short while, Charlotte will take you through some of the specific features. However, I just wanted to mention some overall benefits we provide. So our solution is described as very easy to use by our customers, with one specifying that staff were able to start using it straight away. You can customize approval workflows in-app. So if you need more than one manager to sign off absence for an employee, this can easily be set up using our attractive UI. Setting up Appogee Leave also gives you the ability to customize leave types, meaning you can include things like furlough if you need to as well. And we're proud to say that our customer service satisfaction scores and retention rates are very high. Our customers are thrilled with the service they receive. We also take security extremely seriously too, with our app being securely stored on Google's cloud platform. Our integrations with G Suite and Microsoft 365 for single sign-on and calendar updates are also a huge hit with our customers, and we're also very highly rated on the G Suite marketplace. Finally, we're constantly making updates to Appogee Leave to help you manage absence in line with current events and customer feature suggestions. So Charlotte will now take you through a short demo of some of our specific features which can help you with managing absence.
Thank you, Harriet. So I'm just going to share my screen now, and I can walk you through a few of the areas of leave management that we can support you with. Okay, so here you can see an Appogee HR install. Today, I'm only going to show you the absence functionality under the leave section, but we do have several different package options that Harriet will cover off at the end, including leave as a standalone solution called Appogee Leave. First off, I'm going to talk you through the year at a glance view. All employees have access to see their own leave calendar. The team managers will have visibility of their team members, and HR always have access to everyone. This view shows you the full year running January to December, but you can configure to suit your requirements. On the calendar, you can view working and non-working days. In this case, the weekends have been greyed out slightly and they cannot be booked. The calendar also displays public holidays using that sun type icon. Any approved leave requests are displayed in green, and any pending requests will show in orange. Sick reports are shown on the calendar in red. You will have likely noticed that there's a few different icons on this particular calendar. These represent different leave types. For example, you will want to track annual leave, but there are other types of absence from the office, such as training, business events, maternity leave, and many more. You may also want to track physical absence from the office, but whilst the employee is actually still working and available, such as remote working or travelling for business. You can configure as many of these different leave types as you wish, and for each one you decide whether or not this should be deducted from the allowance, if it requires an approval, is there any compulsory information to be supplied or a mandatory attachment, and each of these can then be identified by a selected icon. On the right-hand side, there is a clear view of the employee's allowance to date, and this is broken down into what has been approved, what's pending, and what they have remaining left to book. This whole page provides clarity for all employees and avoids the common questions such as how much allowance do I have left and what have you booked so far this year. So let's make a request so I can show you the simple steps that are involved. You can select a day on the calendar, or you can click the new request button at the top. I'm going to select the 19th of June. This will take you to a screen where you can choose to select leave, sickness, or time off in lieu. Our toil option can be switched on if you do allow your employees to request time back when they work extra, and if you do wish to put that request and approval process into place. Let's move ahead with a leave request for today. This screen allows you to select one of the company-defined leave types. Here are some of the examples we just discussed and that have been configured in our system. For now, I am just selecting annual leave, which will be deducted from their allowance for a long weekend in June. There are plenty of options to control if you do allow employees to book half days or even set defined times throughout the day for their leave. Once you are happy with the request selection, you can move on. As a company, you can choose which types of requests require more information, or even if an attachment's needed. The request will be summarised before you submit. Straight away, this appears on the year at a glance view in orange, and as you can see, it has also updated as pending leave on my allowance wheel. The defined approver will now have received an email and an alert on their dashboard to notify them of this pending request. In this particular setup, I have got myself as the approver so that I can show you the full process. So I'm going to move back to the dashboard now. You can now see a new request has appeared in my approvals. From here, you can click to approve or reject, or you can open it to see more information. Let's open the new request and see if there's any clashes that may present themselves within the team. You can see it has identified immediately 2 clashes, and I can click to view these. You can see exactly where that clash falls and decide whether or not that is an issue when it comes to approving. Once a decision has been made, the employee will receive an email either way to notify them. If approved, the orange request will change to green in their calendar and the allowance will be updated. Another important part of the absence management functionality is being able to have visibility of where employees are at any given time. One of the places this is visible in the application is on the team calendar. Here you can view by team where employees are on a month-by-month view. So let's take a look at the management team. You can see straight away from the calendar that there is some activity this month within the team. It's immediately visible that Ava was off sick at the start of the month, and that Adam has a period of leave towards the end of the month. Daniel is showing as remote working at the moment, so it's clear that he's not available, that he is available, but he is not present in the office. Gabriel has been furloughed due to the current situation, and this is also visible to the team on this calendar, and therefore his colleagues will know that he's not available for work at the moment. This team calendar is not only useful for seeing the whereabouts of your colleagues, but also to check here before booking time off to ensure there are no team clashes outside of the company guidance. If you are using Office 365 or G Suite, then you can use our integrations to sync requests through to the employees' calendars to make this even more useful, especially when they're going to appear alongside any meeting events too. These are just a few of the areas of Appogee HR that help you to manage absence. So please do get in touch to schedule a full demo to see everything else that we offer. I am now going to hand back to Harriet.
That's great. Thank you, Charlotte. So as we've just gone through some of the features of our Appogee Leave package that can help you successfully manage absence, I just wanted to go through what we offer in terms of our full portfolio of HR solutions. So we have gone through this in part today, but essentially our Appogee Leave product covers simple online employee self-service absence management with manager approval, allowing you to track and report on who's off sick, working from home, or any other kind of absence. Appogee HR comes in two packages. Our Appogee HR Essentials package provides you with core HR functionality, while Appogee HR Success is our more comprehensive package for advanced HR management, including employee performance, onboarding, and much, much more. Finally, if you're looking for company goals management using the OKR method, we can provide you with Appogee Goals as a standalone product. So Appogee Leave is included in both of our HR packages, and Appogee Goals is also included in our HR Success package. If you're keen to find out more information about us or try any of our HR solutions for yourself, you can head to www.apogeehr.com/trial and select your preferred solution. Your trial will be available to you for free for 14 days, and you don't need a credit card to try us out. For those of you who would prefer to go through a more personalised demonstration to see how we can suit your requirements, you can head to our website and follow the button on our homepage to request a demo. If you're not quite ready to try us yet, but would like to stay in touch, follow us on our social media channels. We're very active on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, where we promote videos, blogs, and infographics on a regular basis. We'll also be hosting another live broadcast very soon to talk about company documents, policies, and how to successfully store and manage these in Appogee HR. So keep an eye out for that invite. Thank you again for attending today, and we hope to see you next time. So we'll now leave our broadcast open for the next 5 minutes, just in case you have any questions, as we have a member of our team on hand to respond live. If you prefer to contact us via email or phone, our details are now on the screen. Thanks again.